Hello viewers, you welcome. Today we shall learn about the world famous poem by Robert Frost, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. In fact, Robert Frost, the American poet, wrote many beautiful poems including The Birches, The Road Not Taken, Mending Wall, After Apple Picking and The Death of the Hired Man. In every poem he described about the nature or human nature. In this poem, he mentioned about the scene or about the beauty of the nature when it was getting the snowfall. What happened one day with the poet? He describes in this poem. Let us read it. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with the snow. The poet is saying that when I was going through a field, it was a lonely field in the evening time, and there I know that who is the landlord of these woods. These are the woods where are lot of trees, and I know the landlord of the woods or that block where there are lot of trees. His house is in the village, though I know he is not living here. His house is located in the village, and he will not see me stopping here. He will not get me noticed that I am stopping here and I am enjoying the fields to watch his woods fill up with snow. Here now the snowfall is there. The snowflakes, they are coming to the earth, and the owner of the woods, landlord, will not be able to know that I am here. Next, my little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. When I stopped here, it is the evening time. Snowfall is there. There is complete silence. The beauty of the nature is at its best. Now my horse, my pet animal must have been thinking it is queer, it is strange why I stopped here. Because to stop without a farmhouse near, because I stopped at a place where even there was no farmhouse located. Between the woods and frozen lake, it was a beautiful scene. On the one side there was a lake, on the other side there was the forest, woods, green vegetation is there, and on the other side the clear water lake is located. I stopped there, and this is the darkest evening of the year. The evening is darkest. Snow, because of snow and mist, the sun is very dim. Light is getting very slow, dim, and at that evening I stopped near the woods. So my horse must have been thinking why I stopped here. In the next stanza, the poet says, he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. It's very beautiful that even the poet is describing here even the thoughts that may have been emerging in the heart and mind of the horse. What does the poet say? Here he refers to the horse. He gives his harness bells a shake. The horse shook his head, and the bells which are tying on his head, they gives a musical sound. Why does the horse shake his harness bells? As if it seems that the horse is asking the poet, why you have stopped here? To ask if there is some mistake. The horse, it seems, is asking to the poet, why you have stopped here? Do you stop here intentionally, or if you have committed any mistake? Because even there is no house, no farmhouse. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. It was complete calmness. It was complete peaceful. The scene was very much captivating, impressive, because there was no sound. One sound was of the horse harness bells. It was the musical sound of the bells of harness of the horse. And the second sound was there, the sweep of easy wind. It was a very slow wind was blowing, and the sound, a musical slow sound of downy flakes. The layer of the ice was freezing, and because of that there was a magical sound. So the sound of harness bell, the sound of a slow moving wind, and the sound of a snowflakes, these are the only sounds there. Rest of the things were at a peace. It seems that nature was resting. In such a heaven-like sight, the poet thought that the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. This is the most philosophical stanza of the poem, where the poet is comparing his present position with the duties that he had to carry out in his life. What does he say? That the woods are lovely, these are so much beautiful woods, are dark and deep, but there is the problem. What is the problem? That I have promises to keep. I have to do the worldly duties also. I have more duties. I am mortal. Okay? And miles to go before I sleep, and before I sleep, I have to perform many duties. This is very much symbolical that in the life, man has the opportunity to live in the lap of nature. But he could only not enjoy the nature. If he is born as a human being, he must do some duties. He must do something for his family. He must carry on the responsibilities which are shouldered on his head. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.